Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? Hope you will be fine. मेरी तरफ से आप लोगों को गुज़िश्ता ईद मुबारक। उम्मीद है कि आपने कोई काम किया है या नहीं। जी आज कौन कौन है इधर? हनैन और सईदा फातिमा। How are you students? Good. There are two students in the class. Students, in our previous classes, we have already read about the topics problem solving steps. We discussed it very detail. After that, we discussed finding solutions, defining the solutions. After that, we studied the flowchart. The purpose of the problem solving is that we should be mentally prepared how to solve a problem. In your book, there is general examples are given to open the mind of a student to find a better solution of a problem. The main purpose of the discussion is that. Then in this topic, first of all, you have to define a problem. The problem should be very clearly understandable for you. Okay, the 5 W's will help you to find a better solution of your problem. Then it's ultimately it is understood that you have a planning of a solution. Any type of a task needs your strategy, your planning to sort out or to solve a problem. Is it? So first of all, I'm repeating and I'm revising your topic. First of all, you have to divide your problem in different units. After this, guess, check, and improve your solutions. Understand and think the better solutions. Then you have to make a list what to do. After that, you have to make a diagram regarding your problem. Okay, the solution of the problem. After that, it used the term candidate solution. Candidate solutions, in candidate solution, you have the alternate ways to find the solution of when you have the alternate solutions, you have to choose the very best solution of your problem. Which one is the very good and very good solution? How it will be good? It should be save your time. It should be save your money. It save your efforts. Okay. After that, we discuss the flowchart. Flowchart means, as we already discussed, that we have to make the diagram of our problem solutions, in which we clearly discuss what will be the input, what will be the processing, what will be the output. Being a programmer, we know that very well, because when we assign a task, we think on it. When we given a task means a problem. When we have given a task to solve a problem, we have to make a software for a machine. According to the machine structure, we have to develop the instructions regarding to the machine's construction. After that, keep the points in your mind that computers understand only 0 1's language, and your computer is already constructed according to your problem solving solutions methods. Computers always know that very well, already knows that very well. You are just a user or programmer, mean you are just instructors. You have to give the instructions to solve this problem. I'm repeating my word. The machines are already constructed with all type of the circuits regarding to the mathematical formulas. Your machine knows very well each and everything. You are just being a programmer. You have to just give the instructions to solve the problem. As my previous lecture, I have given them. I had given the examples of example to you according to your maths class. In your maths class, you solve your maths problem by your own self, according to the instructions of your teacher. Yeah, how to solve a maths question. Same as it. There is no big difference between this procedure and the program writing procedure. Same as it is, programmer just write the instructions for the machine. Just do this, next this, then next this, then next this. As your teacher instruction, please take the input, then write the formula, solve the formula. After that, you get the result. So you have to just, as a programmer, you have to just write the instructions for the machine. Machine automatically solve your problem. But the method is decided by you. The way of instruction is decided by you, is it? Now, come to the point. After discussing the problem solving solution, I am just discussing about the problem solving. Yeah, please, I think that you are very confused that. Hopefully, maybe. Your problem is that you have to given a task to make a software for a machine. Okay, so you have to think first very correctly. So what is the problem is actual. After that, you have to make a strategy according to your task. After that, you have to divide your task in different units. It's a requirement of your problem. If you solve the whole problem at a time, you will be confused. You will get confused. You will get the different problems. Now, we have discussed that after dividing your problem in different units, you have to make the flow charts of the different units to solve the problem, in which you draw the symbols for the input, for processing, and for the output. On page number 6 flow chart, there is already defined the flow charts, main symbolic diagrams. In this page, we know that we discussed that input, processing, and output method. We have already discussed these symbols. We know that very well. Hope you have read that. And I have given the homework regarding this. Gee guys, I have given you the homework regarding the examples of flowchart. Hope you did that. There are 10, 12, already 12 problems. Tomorrow I will, when you give me the homework, after that I will discuss the remaining problem on board. Inshallah, by tomorrow I will discuss. In my next lecture, I will discuss the problem with you. First of all, I need your response, your feedback, if you have to do this or not. You have understand this or not. So meanwhile, I am going to skip this example and please go to the algorithm. Page number 15, algorithm. Studying algorithm is a fundamental part of a computer science. In this section, we discuss the concepts of algorithm in detail, defining an algorithm. Algorithm is a set of steps to solve a problem. I am reading the content from the page number 15. Please see on the book. It is written in a natural language. Okay, when you get a task, when you get a task, you have to write the steps in your own native language for the solution of this problem. So it is easily understandable by humans. For example, to solve the problem of preparing tea, we can follow the following steps. It discuss the generally. It discuss the general problem with you because you know that very well. How to make a tea. It is in your observation. So it gives an example. Take an example of preparing tea. So you know that very well what will be the steps to making a tea. Then first of all, you have to take a kettle. You have to write these steps in your paper. You know that, write a whole procedure how to make a tea. Obviously, you have to take a pot, to take a kettle, take a pan. After that, you have to pour water in it. Not without measuring the cup of teas. First of all, you have to measure the cup of teas. How many cups you have to make. After that, you have to pour water in it. Put the kettle on the fire. There is missing a step. After boiling the water, you add the sugar and milk. Wait till it boils again. Remove the kettle from the fire and eat. It is the general procedure to make a tea. You know that every person have his own method to make a tea. The steps will be different. The steps will be vary according to the person's method. But alternately, the tea will be prepared. This above set of steps can be called an algorithm for tea preparation. We can also solve certain problems with the help of a computer. For that purpose, we first formulate an algorithm for the problem and then translate that algorithm into a set of instructions for the computer. Usually, an algorithm takes an input and then, after processing, produces some output as shown in. Please hold the pencils in your hand and please mark up the input, processing, and output in the given example which I have discussed with you of preparing tea. Take a kettle, pour water in it, put the kettle on fire, pour a water. What are these? These steps are input. After that, the step D, put the kettle on the fire, add sugar and milk, wait it boil, remove the cattle from fire. These are all steps are included in your processing. Okay. Then what will be the output? The prepared tea will be the output. Now see on the page number 16, next paragraph. We can also solve certain problems with the help of a computer. For that purpose, we first formulate an algorithm for the problem and then translate that algorithm into a set of instructions for the computer. Please underline this. In these lines, the author is trying to say that we have to solve these type of the problems with the help of computer. As you know that very well, we have to write the steps of the solving problem in our native language, in our understandable language. But computer understand it not. The computer does not understand these languages. So that's why, for that purpose, we first formulate an algorithm for the problem and then translate that algorithm. Mean we have to convert it into a high-level language. Algorithm into a set of instructions for the computer. Obviously, we have to write these instructions for the computer in high-level languages. We will discuss it in next chapter about the high-level languages and machine languages. Usually, an algorithm takes an input and then after processing produces some output as shown in figure 1.6. And we have already going to discuss that. Do you know the word algorithm comes from the name of Arabic writer Muhammad ibn Musa al-Farsi. You have to note that it will be your MCQs. Underline this. Now we are going to discuss the role of algorithm in problem solving. An algorithm has a vital role in problem solving as it provides a step-by-step guide to the problem solver. It is a complete description of the solution. Usually, a computer programmer first writes an algorithm and then translates it into the code of some programming language. Underline this, code for. Some programming language mean and encodes the flowchart into an algorithm. Figure 1.8 shows the role of algorithm in problem solving. The strategy has been changed now. First of all, in our students' life, we have to learn first the algorithms. We define the algorithms regarding the task. After writing the algorithms, we convert it into a flowchart. After converted it into flowchart, we have to write the predefined or refined steps of the flowchart in algorithm. After refining the steps of the algorithm steps, we convert the refined steps of the algorithm into flowchart. After that, we transfer these instructions which are given in the flowchart. We convert it into code language. In your book, it has changed the strategy. In your book, the author first write the flowchart. After that, it write the algorithm and then convert it into a coding language. I have objection on it, but the book has written that, okay, not problem. Either we design the algorithm first. After that, according to the algorithms, we define the flowcharts. It is a quite easy method. Keep it in your mind. But in your book, it defines flowchart. Because in algorithms, we discuss the problem in detail. After discussing the task in detail, we refine the steps next. For example, as we discussed the example to make a tea. To make a tea, these are not very, very clear steps. First of all, as an input, we need pot, we need sugar, we need tea leaves, we need water, we need a stove. These are the very, very detailed steps. Okay. After that, we have to lit the stove, lit the fire. After we have to put the pot on the fire. We have to pour the water, measure the cup of tea, and pour the measured water into the pot. After boiling, we put the tea leaves on it, in it. After boiling, we add the milk in it. After it, we add the sugar according to the taste. Then boil it and remove the pot from the fire and pour the prepared tea into the cups. This is the very, very detailed in your previous book, in your class 10th book, you find this all steps as we are going to discuss with you, as we discuss with you. So there is some change, the strategy of the problem solving. Then we refine the steps of the algorithms and try to make it very, very short. In your book, it discussed very short steps, but I'm discussing just for your concepts. It is not very clearly happened. So as you see the games on your computers, there are different games for the kids. This is Barbie dolls, games, burgers, makeup kits games. If a programmer leave any small step of the procedure of the makeup, of the procedure of making a burger, farmers, and so on, so on. I'm giving the example which is in your observation. So how can it possible it make a very successful game, interesting game for a kid? Okay. So don't leave any type of a step. First of all, write the detailed algorithm regarding to your task, then refine the steps. After that, you have to convert these steps into flowchart and our pictorial representation form. After that, we have to convert it into coding language. Is it? That was the accurate procedure for our problem solving. But the change, what is the change in your book? Is that he makes a flowchart first. After that, he write the algorithm regarding to the flowchart. After writing the algorithm, after taking steps from the flowchart into algorithm, after that it converted into a coding language in your book. So we have to follow the book. Now we are going to discuss the role of algorithms in problem solving. An algorithm has a wide role in problem solving as it provides a step-by-step guide to the problem solver. It is a complete description of solution. Usually, a computer programmer first writes an algorithm and then translates into the code of some programming language. Sometimes the designer of the program first makes a flowchart to solve a problem and then imports the flowchart into an algorithm. As I already discussed that it depends upon the developer and the programmer strategy. According to the problem, he can make the algorithm first, then convert it into flowchart, then convert it into the coding language. Please look at the figure in 1.8. The final description is that the task, the flowchart, algorithm, and the result. Okay, come to the next. Please, guys, keep it in your mind. We will discuss the different examples of the flowchart tomorrow or next in our next class. First of all, I need your feedback. You have to write your feedback to the school. And I am going to discuss some other points with you. You are confused to choose which subjects is better for you. As you know that the computer, it's the era of the computer sciences. There is a great need in Pakistan for the computer scientists. It's a subject for all types of the field. It's required in every type of the field of your life.